We would have seen it very early on, but guess what? Those two chaotic operators, one of them that brings a fully automatic AR behind a shield, and the other one that brings those flashes that you can no longer cook to perfection, they're still very chaotic. This is an absolute beautiful ban, both for defenders, taking Valkyrie out on a 3-floored map where a lot of the areas are soft. It's easy for C4 kills. And Azami, the one who can reshape the map to her liking, also gets taken off the board. And I do think these defender bans are very, very underrated.
Good, not only as an individual, but also as a team. This is some momentum building in their favor. 20 seconds remaining. We were talking about that 30-second man. Can they make it even downstairs? Can they make it even to the first floor? Time is ticking down, but Kato gets knocked off the board, and it does seem like Simon Fraser needs to make a rush play. They need to get into sight, and they are doing that just now. Jackie finds a third for the map, and Patchy ends up finding Hot Chocolate. It comes down to one. Defenders close it on out, and that is going to be first round in the pocket of University of Alberta.
Cause measure, but you're still gonna have to worry about that Vigil who's in master bedroom waiting for a late round flank. Jackie gets taken down for the first time in 2 rounds, feeling himself a little bit, but wasting 2 minutes and 20 seconds, allowing Vigil for the second pronged roam. Can he get the kills here as damage is being traded in cellar as Warden's taking majority of the damage in the first exchange? Vigil walking down, his location has been located straight off of the audio. 1 for Doggo, the second for Sfu, and now it's a 2v4 with 20 seconds left on the clock. Mute has to worry about the main breach. Maestro has to shift his attention to Trench as the attackers can just pool on into the site. But 80 bullets from an LMG doesn't matter as Doggo and Chubbs will end out the round to give the first to SFU.
Very good second round right there for SFU, and turn good refrag coming in from the University of Alberta defender. But the diffuser does go down. Doggo Pogo finds Jackie. Chubbs takes out last, and that is going to go in the pocket of SFU. Can they make round number 1 happen again? Or are we going to see a repeat of the previous 2? Simon Fraser closing in on the site. Now his go time flashes come out. Here comes the execution, and what happened to Patchy? He ends up getting knocked on down by Doggo Pogo. Here comes the run in, but Kato ends up knocking down Doggo Pogo. In return to KO finds Jackie. 2 versus 2 scenario, 4 seconds remaining. The diffuser is getting planted right now by the Hibana. Do they notice they're not even on site? KO finds Razors. 1v2 scenario, it all comes down to Kato. Can he close this one out? Can he find the clutch? Can he get the diffuser? 35 seconds and 1 HP. I wish the best to this Legion because it ain't looking too good right now, so you know.
You know, as I said before, pop the hatches, you'll get some good luck. Try to confuse everybody, you're only going to end up confusing yourself. You're 1 HP, the diffuser's down, and you have a pea shooter compared to the ARs here, and you'll get shot in your back. It's good night to the Legion, and they're going to move on with 3 rounds in the pocket now as the setup. Big attention to detail coming in there, but the attention to detail right now that's going to be the main focus is the fact that the TCSG will claim the life of Hot Chocolate, almost finding the second, but the KO's just going to walk in, being absolutely flamed down to smithereens. He's at 1 HP, 35 seconds left in the round, and all he has to do is find bodies to do something with it, but right now any gun can take him out, and the pre-fire almost connects with him. But again, 1 HP, and Pache gets the double kill to take care of the man trying to get in the building with the plant, and the second one in wine, and that finally is nothing to him as he'll find a pick onto Vikeo with no pick. C4 connects onto Chubbs. Sfu gets 1. Jackie on another. It's a 2v3, and the case still hasn't went down. Double kill for Jackie as he just walks out of 45, and it's all about the boiling down seconds of the round as he's just getting his third, and he's boiling it. He's like the John Wick of University of Alberta as he's just cooking from within. Shield operator on the board. You're both near 100 HP. He's Ian a Frostman. He cannot sprint. He cannot get the diffuser down, and it's looking like we're going to go to 3-all as we're going to switch on to the attacker-defender switch.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. We killed him with the glass shield. Down goes the Ash, and University of Alberta had
done, and the question is, why wouldn't you? As the mirroring connector does get burnt off, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but I do think it goes in the favor of the attackers as having those death marks from Deimos is absolutely crucial. But Monty makes his way into sight. Chubbs gets traded out in the meantime. They're fighting out from within as Chocolate wins 1. Gets the melee onto the Monty. Quick feet, happy feet, as he'll land a hipfire, quad kill, and the defenders take it.
That was...
Chubbs gets forced off of the wine cellar corner. Imperative that he stays there, or C4 denies it, as that's exactly where you need to plant. Hot Chocolate gets a pick onto Jackie, making it even harder, but a C4 from Chubbs takes care of one, Takeo takes care of the next, and Gridlock gets a pick. Same with Razors, gets picked out, and Jaeger finds the final kill on 2 kills to deny the round. He's quick and swift with it, 1 kill, 2 kill, and he'll call it a round. Has been confirmed, as there's not much you can do when you do not have the case, 2 flashes in a staircase covered in barbed wire, and operatives with shotguns just circling around.
Well, we're gonna hope for the best right now for...
Oh!
Never mind. Take a look at that one. Okay, there you go. Okay, good. Let's see if they have a little bit of cleaner approach this time around. You can feel the drop coming. One coming around from main. The Monty's pushing into sight with Diffuser. Does end up meeting onto the Jaeger. Hot Chocolate eats some damage from behind. Chubbs goes down. Hot Chocolate is there as well. And it looks like University of Alberta are able to pull it back one more round still. Holding on to that match point.
Eggs coming in from the hatch. That's how you adapt to a push. Chubbs is just laid out in the middle of the floor doing absolutely nothing. And Jackie will take the face off and punish him for that. Almost fighting the second on the Capitao, but Hutcho will be the one to snap on and capitalize. Now, allowing anybody and allowing sight to be open game, as there's only 2 bodies left in sight. And if you want to flank, now is the time. And SU making himself known, as Ash will be the second body he's going to have to go through to be able to get through to the case. 10 seconds are going to be on the board. But guess what? That's 1. That's a double for Hutcha. And now the roamers no more. And the plant's going to get taken down successfully. And it'll be Jackie to close out the round.
35 seconds now, taking down Hot Chocolate off the board. Opening pick goes to Patchy, and Vacato ends up finding one. Hutcha finds another one. Man advantage heavily now in favor of University of Alberta. A little bit of damage over onto the Blitz, but I don't think he's too phased as Takeo goes down. Razors ends up getting immediately refragged by Sfu. But it all comes down to the lone Frost, who's getting zoned off by the Blitz. Diffuser goes down, and Patchy finishes it off. We are tied. We are going into overtime here in our very first map of Season 2 here at the Canadian Collegiate League.
Oh, on that bandit with his C4, and the flames are going to get used to push the people off of blue, and now it's all about who can get into sight, who can get that diffuser down, and it will be the ace assigned with that task, as the C4 will miss, and right now the defenders have to scramble to get past the flames and get past the bodies that are holding them at bay, but they cannot do that, as Jackie will hold out one right now, gets beamed down, back down to 20 HP. 2 of these attackers are low, but Hutcha doesn't matter, as he's at 100 and Patchai's at 20, and he'll fry both of them down, and they finally woken up, and right now the action just doesn't stop. The prophecy was not fulfilled, as it's a 1v4, and it looks like we'll go into 7-7 OT in the first map.
Like we said, you need the double kill on Jackie in order to win the defensive round for University of Alberta. Man, everybody was kind of just caught off guard there. Both us, both SFU, not even SFU, University of Alberta, the Frost sitting over there, was at Vacato sitting over on the stairs, getting caught out from behind. Unbelievable. And right now, Diffuser down. It's looking like a 7-7 going into that overtime. That's going to put it away. Chubbs finishes off Hutcha, and we are going in to the extended overtime.
Not used correctly, and that's going to be something to speak about post-match, as the Toxic Babes are doing a beautiful job at holding the attackers, and as Vu, doesn't matter, Toxic Babes or SMG11, he'll find one, instantly refragged out by Hutcha, and right now, the second pick will go down to Vikeo, he'll take out Dogo, and right now, he's in sight, but completely unaware there's a man sitting close in the corner on him, nobody's watching his crosses, he'll get the easy hip fire to get that case down. Second kill goes to Patchai, 3v2, 3v1 as Vikeo gets it, and it looks like Alberta might have it, but is this the craziest? There's no way he'll do it again! Almost gets him off the big window, but the blitz will be the chaos, trying to get the push, the plant down, but it's so easy for you, Chocolate, as you'll confirm it. And SFU from the ashes has one player rise and beat everybody in a 1v4 situation.
He sat in the closet, did it once, did it twice, ran away, came back, did it a third time. He can't keep getting away with that. What was that? Valkyrie in this last spot for SFU's ban, and that's not Valkyrie. Guys, Valkyrie looks a little bit more sickly. I don't know.
Purple?
Masculine?
In the hands of Jackie have been absolutely lethal. no post plant denial is going to be on the board here, as for some reason the two players with the C4s are going to remain upstairs and in the site. Grims are going to locate the mute, which is ironic considering his ability can counter it. Nobody on the suicide breach, but you have to stay weary as you're still going to stay on the life pings, and they're wrapping around. The sharks are circling around the minnows. The diffuser's going to go down. 25 seconds left on the board as the defenders are down 2 bodies. Hot Chocolate finally opening up the killing spree for the attack, or for the defenders, but a triple kill from Jackal instantly shut that down again. Double differential, but shut down by Pogo, and Monty will be the one to circle the block and try to find him, but Vaquero will find a pick, forcing Pogo back into the connector breach, allowing Monty to get the easiest kill of his life. Trapped in a breach, there's nothing to do except pray you can find this Monty before the Monty will find you, and as he'll extend his shield, turning his attention away, Vaquero will shoot him in the back and call the first round.
When you are just the lone player and start closing in on this site because time is ticking down, we're getting into that final scenario. Vaquero finds Doggo Pogo. 2 members remaining for the defense. Are they able to get 2 rounds up right out of the gate? I'm sure it's going to feel good on the opposing map pick, but Chubbs does find Hutcha, closing it down ever so slightly. Look what happened. It's the Thorn. Spoo ends up finding Patchy. Jackie ends up finding Takeo. 1 member remaining for the defense. It all comes down to Chubbs on this Malusi with the diffuser going down. Does not seem like it's going to be able to get stopped. Slow push in from Chubbs. Tries to get fragged out by Jackie. Not able to do so with the diffuser down. I'm wishing the best of luck to this Malusi. Dave Ostrom going down. You have been spotted. The hunt is on. And down. He doesn't go.
Oh,
down
he wins the
goes
gunfight. It boils down to the last 10 seconds. He needs to get the kill because of the fuse time from the diffuser. He could just play 1-2, ring around the rosy, but Vaquero doesn't have time for that as he'll mow down the Malusi trying to bait out the diffuser. About playing your time. No C4 in the bandit's hands, but he's going to be the main line of defense to finding a body, but almost a TK. He gets a headshot and Chubbs finds the next. Monty getting shot with a curved bullet around the shield. Perfect positioning there from the
phenomenal job. I mean, they're sitting round up on offense. They haven't even gotten to defense on their own map right now, and it looks like it's going to be 2 rounds up because they are moving swiftly, knocking down the members of this defense. 20 seconds to go. Takeo's off the board. Doggo Pogo's off the board. The Deimos is hunting. They're looking for another 15 seconds on the clock, and we're getting ready for the push in. Vaquero, though, eats a significant amount of damage, ends up going on down to Svu, but Patchy ends up finding Hot Chocolate with 5 seconds left to go. Do we see the diffuser? We see 1 member down. The diffuser's getting planted. Chubbs ends up going down to Hutcha, and it all comes down to Svu the Thorn, who we undermined before, but down he goes to Jackie, and now University of Alberta are up 3-1.
Kaid has the C4 in hand, but no, for some reason he's running barbed wire.
30 seconds ticking down. 25. To be honest, it's a 2 to 3 member scenario, and honestly, if you're looking at the HP bar of this IQ, it's maybe a little bit less than that. Razors is not feeling too good about this one. Time ticking down, though. We need to see the defusal come on in. Razors goes for the drop. Chubbs ends up getting shot on down by Vaquero. Nobody going in. Oh, Razors is down. The attackers end up winning it, though, because they find the last remaining member. And it looks like University of Alberta are up even more so right now. 4-1 for the University of Alberta.
Thatcher's down, not but out, as Monty has the crucial idea to either walk through the smoke or sacrifice the round to SFU, which seems like the life of the Monty is going to be forfeit if he tries to go for a res or try to take on 3 bodies with a pistol, as we'll see a flawless round coming from SFU, which is kind of a curveball considering they were down 3 rounds. From admin, and you're gonna pay for this. You gotta go for the traditional pushes, and Hutch will punish you with a shotgun. Nothing but a nice 12-gauge slug to the face, as Vaquero will take out Chubbs, and again, the SMG-12 flies into the chassis. Nobody is aware that he is in Long Dusk until Patchy will end it there with a triple kill. But maybe the Valkyrie, nothing to find as the case is down. And all of defenders are just sitting in passive positions waiting for him to swing. And it looks like he'll just back up into the bullets. That's the second flawless in a row for Vaquero and his team.
Great flawless, and University of Alberta taking themselves on into match point. It all comes down to this, and
we're going down towards the end of the game, but maybe not, as Warden is taken out as a little bit of a consolidation kill, but it's a double as Hutcha makes that differential right back down to 2 bodies, and right now it's boiling as Gridlock wants to get that kill onto the grand piano, but Legion knows it just needs to be a game of ring around the rosy to waste all the time. Takeo losing all of his damage, from a Volcan and the gun, getting taken out. Gridlock finds one, almost getting taken out by the Goo Mine, and right now they're both at 1 HP. They need to get into the site and get it down, but a Goo Mine takes them out. It's 8 seconds left, and it's over as Jackie will get wallbang. Sfu might have the greatest clutch here if he can manage, but he needs to stick a plant and find 2 bodies all at 1 HP. Can he do it? One man drops down the hatch, and it looks like it might be enough to do that as he'll cancel it out, and that's us heading next to Bank. Action to get taken off the board. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen her all game long and all series long. Ying, I'm a little conflicted about, but let's wait on for our last defender ban.
You know, I'm sitting there, we were coming into this map, I'm like, Monty. I'm pretty sure I said it way back before we even started map number 1, where I was like, you know, I'm pretty sure Monty is such a staple pick. You're able to get in there, move in as a unit, and just lock down on site. I do see the Ying as kind of 3 members still alive for the defense, 2 for the offense. University of Alberta have to push in. We're getting down to the 15-second mark. It all comes down to this, all comes down to the push in, but Kato's still sitting outside. Jack is the only one inside. They don't have diffuser in hand. What's going to be the option? You got to get all 3 members off the board. Vacato does end up finding Sfu, but that's going to be it. Defenders win the opening round.
Blackbeard has avoided both Volcans as they've been popped here. Goyo running a 1.5 optic is a little insane when it comes to just getting the diffuser down, because you cannot get that long angle. Leaving himself open doesn't matter. Impact's getting it used, but C4's nowhere to be found as he'll stick the case, only taking 45% of his damage as a trade from Sfu is met by Hutcha getting taken off the board. Now you do have the Overwatch coming in from the Habana, and it is a post plant to dream up for the attackers as there's 4 bodies up for them and 3 bodies up from the defenders as Razors take cares of Hot Chocolate. And right now, it's not the best look for SFU as now they're gonna start to struggle. Bunched up in the long hallway of Secure and not looking too good as the C4 won't even be able to make it up the hatch as it is blocked off by an Aruni Syria gate. Habana still getting aggressive because what's the game without getting aggressive, using everything she can and getting 3 kills, using the Bearing 9, using that primary gun, anything, the Type 89, the Bearing 9, it doesn't matter. You have hatch, you have no stuns, but it doesn't matter because you're there for pure gun skill and that gives them the round. What, Hutcha capitalizing again because apparently SFU just don't have headsets. They haven't heard, but 2 kills is going to allow Hutcha to just make his way in. A response from Chubbs as he'll put himself on the board, but Pacha and Vaquito's double will allow them to take that round. Evaded, and right now he's covered so much ground all by himself. The defenders are still unknown to his whereabouts, and being able to walk in is going to get him a kill. Can he find the second is the question. Sitting behind a soft wall. Doesn't matter as he'll get 2. Can he find the third? Yes, he can. And it's Razors to end out the round.
Great round, another one on the board for University of Alberta. Off the board, you completely just shut this down. Windows getting cracked open, but Takeo's able to find Vaquero. Hot Chocolate ends up finishing off Patchy. This is a good swing, a nice 1-2 swing, making a 1-3 swing right now as SFU ends up finding Razors and Hotcha. It all comes down to Jackie, the Deimos, the lone survivor. You know what? He is about to be Predator gone prey real quick. Never mind, as Hot Chocolate gets returned, Jackie gets the pickup. Rips out the Goo Mine, but it's still, you're sitting down at about half HP. Not looking pretty good. Looks for the shots through the floor. Not gonna be able to find it. Just through the footholes.
Right now, it's just a game of Ring Around the Rosie and Twinkle Toes, and apparently Kaid's the one with the lighter toes. He'll just swing in, go right back to what he was doing earlier, and he only had to land 1 bullet, and 1 bullet was all he needed. Indeed, he takes care of it.
Down to look for another angle on anyone who's trying to work their way on down. Plants coming in though. Are they going to be able to hold this one out? Vaquito does find Takeo, and Sfu does retrade out Hutcha. Chubbs ends up finishing off Patchy. The plant is down, and now SFU needs to retake with only 2 members. 2v2 scenario though.
2v2 situation, a very noble death as the person with the case got it down, then went down, but Hot Chocolate gets a triple kill on Frost and Deimos in a position of a victory. If he can hold it correctly, he'll be able to do something correctly here. He has the case in his hands. It's all about player time, and for some reason, he's staying on the soft and letting the defenders shave off as much damage as he can, and the Fuser's gonna get stuck. There's no coming back from this, and that's SFU for the 3rd round to confirm a 3 break as we move on to the attacker-defender switches. This is going to be the only hatch that will be reinforced, but now Vigil has been tasked with the sole objective of finding the roamers and taking care of them. Razors has taken care of one, a TK on the Chocolate as Chocolate finds Razors, and a little bit of a triple entendre there as the diffuser is going to go down, and the two players that are left alive for the defensive side are your roamers, and that's going to play against you as the case has gone down. 45 seconds left, and it's now Gridlock left in the pool, in the game of Scopos, where she just needs to sit in a corner and save along with the Vigil. Get the case down or find your gunfights. You have 35 seconds to make that choice.
An absolute fraction of a second right there on that plant. A shotgun to put it away, and University of Alberta end up securing the round. Wow. Honestly, it could not have come down any closer. I thought that diffuser was down. I thought they got it down right there. Board. They still have that Deimos as well. Looks like he's going on a hunt right now, seeing who he can end up tracking. Jackie ends up finding Takeo. Hutcher ends up finding Doggo Pogo. It is the caster's curse, man. It is the caster's curse. I say they have HP, and immediately the players say no, they don't. Take a look at that. Chubb's off the board to Hutcha as well. My, how the turntables. University of Alberta, 3 members to 1. It all comes down to the gridlock. Can Sfu make it happen? Can he get the plant down? Can he even find the diffuser? No, he cannot. Hutcha ends up finding the last one, and University of Alberta take another round.
I think it's very notable how the Fender didn't swing, even when the gridlock had turned her attention away of everybody, and it's a 5v3 with 2 bodies down, 3 bodies now, 4 bodies now, as Razors takes out Chubbs, and it's now gone. 5v3, and that's almost a flawless if they can find this Kali.
They can find the last one, find the Kali who's holding an angle, and that is going to put them into a prime match point situation. Impact is there, does a little bit of damage onto the Kali. Doggo Pogo ends up falling. Jackie gets it. Flawless round, and we're moving on into match point. University of Alberta looking to take the set here on night number 1. Seconds remaining on the clock. Time is ticking down. The Dokebi Kong comes on out. They need to go in for the drop. Flashes are going out. The Warden knows exactly what's coming up. Hot Chocolate goes on down to Razors. Jackie getting fragged on out by Doggo Pogo. Push comes on in, but Vaquero ends up finding Chubbs. And it all comes down to the remaining 2. That is it. That is match point right there, ladies and gentlemen. University of Alberta end up winning your opening set here in the Canadian Collegiate League Season 2.